Welcome back. Remember that you can find all our top stories on channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device. Just log on to m.channelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and the Channels 24 apps will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the Eyewitness feature. With this, you can share pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions you see. Power stations in Nigeria have collectively generated over 7,000 megawatts of electricity, which means that Nigeria, that's the country, has no longer been suffering from a lack of generation, and that's coming from the Minister of Power Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola. He made this comment in Ajaokuta, Kogi State, during the monthly meeting of the power sector. Mr. Fashola appealed to distribution companies to invest vigorously on the procurement of transformers to enable them get electricity to the people that really need it.
The Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, in company of the Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, arrived at the Geregu Power Plant PLC for the 22nd Power Sector Monthly Meeting. They were received by some top government officials of the company. The Minister and the Governor were then led to the main control room of the company by the Managing Director, Engineer Adeyemi Adenuga, who explains why more customers need to be connected.
We are hoping that through the various policies of government, like the eligible customer, we'll be able to get that. Also, if the DISCO can shall I say, do a better job of getting more customers, because we believe there are a lot of customers there that they can still meet and get onto the grid, so that we can now have load for the machine.
In the next few months from now, we are hoping that all the communities that are lacking in powers in Kogi State will be connected. Inshallah. Going by the effort that the ministry and federal government is doing now to ensure that there's light for all in Kogi State and in Nigeria at large.
At home, on the road, everywhere. Take safety.
They were led to this hall where royal fathers, stakeholders in power sector, participants, legislators, top government officials and community leaders were all seated for the meeting, which will be the last for the year 2017. Mr. Babatunde Fashola, in his opening speech, called on distribution companies to brace up in order to take electricity to communities that need it.
We are managing the operation of the turbines, curtailing them from running to full speed because there is not enough demand at the distribution end to take all the power.
The Governor, Yahaya Bello, while commending President Muhammadu Buhari for investing in the power sector, assured attendees that his administration will be supportive.
We know that there's relatively improvement in the power generation and transmission. All that it requires is for us to put ourselves together, those of us that need this power, and then make a request.
As the 22nd Power Sector Monthly Meeting ends, it is hoped that in 2018, power will be more evenly distributed in Kogi State.
Outer shell
The Bank of Industry is encouraging SME and MSME owners to take advantage of the federal government's enterprise and empowerment program and markets to grow their businesses. The executive director of the Micro Enterprise Directorate Bank of Industry, Mrs. Toyin Adeniji, told traders in Abakaliki, the Ebonyi State capital, that there is a 4 billion naira counterpart funding available for Ebonyi State traders to grow their businesses.
The federal government has in recent times realized the relevance and contributions small and medium-scale enterprises can give to the Nigerian economy and has decided to further empower and improve this sector. Traders, farmers, artisans, SME and MSME owners from 13 local government areas of Ebonyi State gathered to listen to the message on small business empowerment brought by the Bank of Industry.
BOI is supposed to support you, act as a catalyst to bring to reality that your business idea, that your dream, that you want to do, that idea you are looking at. It has to be in areas of adding value to our vast natural resources.
There are so many people sitting out here now who have businesses that have NAFDAC issue. Some of you have CAC issues. Some of you have SMEDAN issues. Some of you have BOI related issues. Members of the different parastatals, mostly the DGs and executive directors, is to try as much as possible to solve some of those problems on the spot.
Some SME owners have already begun receiving financial support from the Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program Scheme and the Market Money Scheme.
With this money that I've gotten, I will use it to boost the quantity of drinks in my guest house for December period.
If possible that I get more money on this to support myself on that program of agriculture, I will be very much glad.
A total of 4 billion naira counterpart funding has been available for Ebonyi traders, farmers and market women to access through these initiatives. 1.6 million beneficiaries in all the local government areas of the state have been slated to become recipients of these initiatives, and hopefully the difficulties and challenges associated with owning SMEs in Ebonyi will be a thing of the past.
And let's go to Edo State, where the government has promised to put an end to all the lingering disputes with pensioners over unpaid pension arrears and gratuities by ensuring all outstanding debts are cleared before the end of the year 2018. The governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, who made the commitment while addressing retired workers during the 2017 Pensioners' Day celebration in Benin City, the Edo State capital, said this will happen with or without the Paris Club refunds.
An ovation for the arrival of the governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, at the Edo State 2017 Pensioners' Day celebration in Benin City, the state capital. The event affords these retired workers an opportunity to appraise their situation in the last 1 year. Top on the retired workers list are issues bordering on payment of outstanding pension arrears and gratuities. Besides monetary problems, there is another big request.
At this juncture, I wish to appeal to federal government to approve the day as a national public holiday, if only to accord desire and befitting honor to the senior citizen.
For the Edo State government, many questions have been posed. The Paris Club refund subjects leads to a heated argument.
The arrears were more than this. And part of the Paris Club was spent to reduce the arrears. Yes, yes, the records look at
Governor Obaseki gives a deadline for payment of outstanding allowances.
Before the end of next year, by the grace of God, even if they don't give us Paris Club, we will clear all our arrears. We will clear all the arrears. And the rate we are going, we will clear arrears. If we get Paris Club, before June next year, everything will be clear.
He insists that his administration has the pensioners' interests at heart.
Have reduced the arrears for state governments and local governments, and we have put in place a plan and a communication arrangement between us and you to make sure that everybody knows what we are doing to try and resolve the problem on an ongoing basis.
The 16th edition of the Pensioners' Day celebration will be one not to be easily forgotten by those state retired workers as they look forward to a lasting solution to their problems.
Some suspected murder gangs have met their Waterloo in Lagos. We'll tell you the details when we return on News Across Nigeria.